In a recent video, I was asked by Chris Mann to show my most valuable albums, my collections. I have 2 box sets in there. Why? Because I just wanted to. And I showed them, and it's always fun to see. It's always cool to see what does he have in there. I mean, I love watching those videos to see what other people have in their collection. But there was a number of comments, and they said, why doesn't anybody ever show the worst albums in their, what's the least valuable albums in their collection? And I had more than one person ask that. I go, well, that's a good point. Nobody never does show that. Are we embarrassed to show what crap we got? Or it might not be crap. It could be the most excellent album in the whole world, but no one seems to know about it. So here we go. I am going to show you 11 albums. And let me kind of get to my spot on here on my Discogs so we get into the right place. I'm going to show you 11 albums that I guess suck. Well, by Discogs Medium. I'm going to use Discogs Medium price on this. So that's what we're going to go on. Now, the first 75 albums, when I pulled up, had no value at all. Most of it was classical. Then there's some bootlegs. They didn't throw Discogs input value on. Some are brand new. No one's bought them or anything, so they have no value. So I took all that out. In fact, I pulled all the classical out. So I'm not going to do it classical because generally, for the most part, it doesn't go for a lot unless you know what you're doing, and I don't. But I have a lot of classical and I like it. So we're going to go and we're going to see what we have here. And hold on, there we go. Okay, so my number 11th least expensive album. We're going to go down to my least expensive, okay? Bachman Turner Overdrive, Not Fragile. This is a crime against humanity. This is a problem, VC. Everyone needs to start paying $50 for this and get this price up. This is one of my all-time favorite albums. How could it only be worth $3? Medium price. Come on now, man. Everybody, let's just go onto Discogs. There's 500,000 of them for sale. And just put in a price. Let's just start with $20. Start buying them for $20. Let's get this thing up to where it should be, because it is a phenomenal album. This is the soundtrack of my teenage years. Seriously, this is it. This is what we listened to in our locker room constantly in high school. The 8-track of Not Fragile from Bachman Turner Overdrive. $3. Sad. So sad. So that then brings us to what's the number 10 album on here. my other soundtrack album was number 15. That was Seals and Crofts' Greatest Hits. But maybe the new one off Record Store Day is worth a lot. But number 10, Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits. There we go. We got her Olivia here. We got Olivia there. This one's worth $3 medium. And guess what? I paid $3 medium at Radio Wasteland. So why do I have this? Well, I mean, she had some good songs that I like. She had, Have You Ever Been Mellow? I used to have that 45. And I Honestly Love You. That kind of makes me puke. Please, no, don't like, no. Yeah, it has If You Ever Been Mellow. I bought it for that, I guess. Yes, I don't have the 45 anymore. So this goes for the same medium price as this. Seriously, there's something wrong. Number 9. Okay, number 9 is another total injustice happening here. And $2.75 for Jay Ferguson. I mean, this is real life, ain't this way. God, what is wrong with folks? This has Shakedown Cruise on it. It was a shakedown cruise. You have me, not something in my shoes. I don't. It's an extremely sexual song too, when licking the deck and stuff like that. But I like the first two Jay Ferguson albums. I don't know if he did anything after that. I have zero idea. But the first two I really liked. But I like this album, but I guess you can get it for $2.75. So if you want a great album, medium price, Jay Ferguson. And real life ain't this way. Look at that, bare-chested. Doesn't he look hot with a tie? You can't tie a tie, that's for sure. All right, then we're moving on down here, and we have number 8. We have the shirts. And this album came out in 1980. Shirts, kind of a new wave band. We have the shirts, and we also had the shoes. The shoes cost more than the shirts. So, if you're buying the shoes, which is the name of the band, you're going to pay more. So, might as well get a shirt because, well, Jay Ferguson doesn't have a shirt, but now he would have a shirt because next to him are the shirts. This thing goes for an average price of $2.55. Oh, fun new wave, and nothing to blow your socks off, but it's okay. Oh, we go down $2.53, I believe number 7, and it's an EP, I Can Speak American. I obviously oftentimes struggle with even speaking American. But this is by the Screaming Blue Messiahs, and I am a huge fan of the Screaming Blue Messiahs. I love that song, I Can Speak American, and I Can Speak American, just like Charlie Chan. Now, I paid $4 for this, and it goes for $2.53, so obviously I got screwed over and paid way too much money for it. Oh, by Radio Wasteland, Jim. So, but it's a fun EP. I like it. It's okay. Hey, what are you going to do? Okay, another shockaroo, man. All right, at $2.52, my 6th least expensive album, Jefferson Starship Earth. I mean, come on. Isn't this the best Jefferson Starship album there is? Okay, Red Octopus is pretty good. But, I mean, this has Love Too Good, Count on Me's on here, Fire, Runaway. I mean, this thing's packed with hits. It is so catchy. It's so much fun. It was from 1978. It's my favorite from them. I really like it. And to go for only $2.52, there is a lot of real sadness here in this. The prices of these, when this should be stuff that's extremely valuable. Extremely. I don't even have on this, well, actually, I don't even own it anymore. Peter Frampton's Come Alive. I should get that and see what that goes for. But this right now, only $2.52. I know, shocker. We're all kind of sad about that. At $2.50, we have the big fat horn of Shake Keen. And, yeah, Keating sound. Okay. And this is a promotional. It's not for sale. So for those of you that like those promos, well, you can't go wrong with that big promo. Obviously, he plays a trumpet. I can't really tell you a lot. It's on London on here. I've listened to it, but not enough to be able to say it. But right now, he's only $2.50. Also at $2.50, and this might be, is this my 5th one? My 5th lowest priced album. The Partridge Family. Now, I mean, the memories. I mean, on this. And for those that have watched me a long time, you know the memories about this. The Christmas where I brought my father. I took his hand. And I brought him to the record bin at Skagway in Grand Island. Skagway was like the discount store chain. Just a little regional thing there. But in that bin, there was the Beatles' Red Album. It was beautiful. It was red. It's the greatest hits. And I says, Father, this is what I want for Christmas. This is what I need to have. And he looks at me, he looks in my eyes and says, Son, will make your Christmas special. And Christmas Day, I saw underneath the tree, there was wrapped. It was this rectangle. And I'm excited and I'm thrilled. And that's the very first thing I'm going to open because I know there's underwear, there's socks, and there's a bunch of crap that I don't want. But this I knew was a record. And I rip it open. And my first thought was, all the kids will beat me up at school if they know I got this. They won't understand because I didn't understand. Yeah, it's red. I showed him a red album, and this is what we get. This is what we get. And I lost it in the flood, and I brought it back. Why? Because it's just the heartbreak and the tears that roll down my face every time I look at this album. That's why. Sometimes you have to live with the pain, you know? And so that's only $2.50. So we're moving on down now, and we're going to flip the page here, and I'm on my Discogs. I could have wrote all this down, but wouldn't that have been some work? And so we have here, these guys were out of Canada, I believe. $2.28. Private Lightning. There we got them on the back. For whatever reason, we have to do it like this, and then we got to do it like this. We're talking some new wave going on here. It's an okay band. It's not bad. This was sent to me. I enjoyed it very much. It's really, really good. And you, too, can enjoy it for a medium price of $2.28. So, you're saying, what's at number 3? This is getting really exciting. It is exciting, isn't it? Anne Murray, A Country Collection. Anne Murray makes her second visit to the bottom 10, to the bottom 11. Let's give her a big round of applause. Congratulations, Anne. Canada's very own troubadour. Well, obviously no one really buying her stuff here. And I have this. I haven't even put it in a sleeve yet, folks. Someone had to send this one to me. My wife likes Anne Murray, and I could say, honey, I got some Anne Murray upstairs, and she'd go, oh, well, that's great. She'd never come up and listen to it whatsoever, but she would think that's great. So I don't know one damn thing. She does Tennessee Waltz and all that, but Anne Murray's just $2, $2. You too can have Anne Murray. You can get a lot of Anne Murray for that. You can probably get a lot lower than that. Okay, what the number 2? My God, what is wrong with the world? Bob Welch, French Kiss, going for 2? Now, I know it's pressings and everything like that. There's probably some pressing that this thing goes for $50. The Bachman-Turner Overdrive, I know there's got to be a pressing. Maybe there's a Pittman pressing that puts that at $50, $60. Probably is. I have a Terre Haute, so that would explain it. For those of you that don't record collect, you're what the hell is he talking about? But here we have Bob Welch, French Kiss. Look, it is a VV, very, very good. Very, very. I got VVG on there, so exciting. This had Ebony Eyes, which I love Ebony Eyes. I thought that was a wonderful song, and Sentimental Lady. This was a great Bob Welch. After he left Fleetwood Mac, he really got mellow and put out this album. It has a hot lady on there too, lots of fire, and goes for a total of $2. So what is the least expensive album I have in Discogs, at least that has a price on it that is not a classical album? It is another crime against the whole record collecting community. At $2, Bachman-Turner Overdrive 2. Come on, man. This has taken care of business. How could any album with taking care of business be only at $2? That's just not right. Right now, there should be riots in the street. Have you noticed how much Canadian music isn't worth anything? What is with Canada and music? Why is this? I bet you half that thing's half Canadian. What the hell? Go Canada. You guys need to start spending some money on your stuff and getting the money. You guys, maybe the Canadians are so cheap they don't want to spend a lot of money to buy albums of their own groups. I don't know, but let's get on the ball here. But this said Welcome Home, Let It Ride's on here. I mean, Let It Ride, that's just a hell of a great song. Give it time, give it time, give it time. And taking care of business. Only $2. Again, as a vinyl community, we can fix this. As a vinyl community, we can go out and request to spend $20, $30 for each of these albums and raise their value up to where they should be. That is something we have the power to do. And I think we need to do it. I think Canada really needs to get on the ball with this whole damn thing. There's nothing from the UK that sucked. Way to go. Oh, no, nope. Screaming Blue Messiah. Sorry, UK. You're there too. But that was an EP. So, this is my least expensive album that's not classical in my collection. That is a crime. A crime. So, there we have it. Feel free to show yours. What crimes do you have in your collection of albums that go for nothing and they should be valuable? I think that's what we come away with this on this whole exercise. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me and doing this. So, and thank you for everyone that suggested, hey, why don't you? See, I do listen. I get stuff done. Everyone have a great week. Bye.